Hey, what's up guys? Alex here with a new video, and today we're going to be talking about the Canon RF 24-70 2.8 IS again, and this time on why I was wrong about this lens in my previous videos. Let's get started. So if you're new to my channel, I am a former wedding photographer. Kind of. I still have a few weddings left this year, but I'm leaving the wedding business to focus on family, maternity, and lifestyle photography. I started to make that transition a few months ago, and my styles changed completely. And a few months ago, I also happened to review or do my first impressions on the Canon RF 24-70. And at the time, and as a matter of fact, for the last 3 years, if you see any of my videos, that's the cool thing and bad thing about YouTube, your opinion stays on the internet. I've just talked very badly about zoom lenses and how it stifles my creativity. And to a certain extent, I still believe that. But the situation has changed for me. So let's talk about that. So when I was doing wedding photography, you know, no wedding ever runs smooth if you've ever done a wedding. Most weddings run late, things change, time changes. And from my experience, at least with my couples the last few years, we would schedule an hour for couples photos, but that never happened. We were always put in situations where we had 20 minutes, 15 minutes, sometimes even 10 minutes to do couples photos because of things that had happened beforehand. Obviously not the most ideal situations. And in high pressure situations, for me, I found that I was most creative when I had one focal length. And that for me was a 50mm focal length. I knew the focal length, I knew how far to stand for my couple. It was my go-to focal length, and it's been my go-to focal length for years. I was comfortable with it. So when I have 5, 10, 15 minutes, and I might be in a venue that's not the prettiest, or I might be in a corner that's super crowded and I have to figure it out, having a prime lens, having one perspective really got my juices flowing. I felt like it made me more creative. And at the time, when I tried to incorporate a zoom lens, it just completely confused me because I was like, I have the option not to go wide. I can go super tight. And just having the option in my mind threw me off completely, and I did not like it. But things have changed. I'm no longer doing weddings. I'm focusing more on family sessions now. And if you've ever done a family session, if you get the kids to sit down and give you a smile, you might only get it once or twice during the whole session. So having the flexibility to be able to get your wide, get your tight quickly while everybody's cooperating is truly a joy. Again, situation has changed. We have also recently moved to Florida, and my wife, I'll put her Instagram below. I do all her photos. She's a nano micro influencer. She doesn't like me saying that, but I'll drop her Instagram below so you can check it out. I do all her photos. I do some of the videos for her reels. Having that flexibility to go wide, tight, to super tight, depending on the situation without having to change lenses, has been incredible. Traveling with one camera and one lens has really been fun. And that's one thing that I never really experienced in wedding scenarios. For some reason, I just could not click with this lens in a wedding environment. That was my RF 50. But now that things have changed, the RF 24-70 has become one of my favorite lenses. As a matter of fact, for the last 5 weeks, I have only used this lens. No other lens in my bag has been used. Wow. By now you have noticed I've been putting up pictures I've taken with this lens throughout the video. And I'm truly just in love with all of them. This lens is sharp. I said it before, when you're taking pictures with this lens, it doesn't feel like anything is truly special. You don't have that pop, obviously, from having shallow depth of field. But the lens is sharp and contrasty and just delivers stunning image quality. And also, another thing I've slowly learned, because I've said this before, I love shooting at 1.2, I love blowing out the background. Now that I'm doing more content for my wife and her Instagram, and we really do gotta provide context of where we're at and what's in the background. Shooting at 1.2 isn't the smartest thing, because if I blow out the background, then we could be anywhere. So having that constant 2.8 and still bringing some context of where we're at and showing some of the background has really been helpful. So overall, I'm making this video to say I was wrong. I was very wrong. the Canon RF 24-70 is an amazing lens. Now, people are going to watch this video, and now you might be asking, well, Alex, what about the Canon 28-70 f2? Here's the reality for me. I've been also using this lens for video, and the IS combined with the image stabilization of the Canon EOS R6 has been incredible. I don't need a gimbal. That's amazing. Secondly, I can carry this lens and that camera all day. It does get heavy throughout the day, but it's manageable. The 28-70 is significantly bigger, significantly heavier, and it doesn't have IS. And I'll say this, and I've said it before, if I don't want to carry the lens all day, I'm not going to take it with me. And if I'm not going to take it with me, regardless if it's sharper or it's f2, if it's at home, it's useless. For me, that's why I went with a 24-70, because I knew the weight was manageable, I could carry it all day, which meant I would use it. But things can change as we are here today. I wanted to make this video, like I said, to take everything bad I said about the RF 24-70 or any 24-70 focal length lens and apologize to the focal length. I was wrong. What are your thoughts, guys? I know a lot of you use this lens. I know a lot of you use this focal length and swear by it. Drop it down in the comments below why it's your favorite lens or favorite focal length. And as always, guys, please like the video, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, guys. Peace.